What's up, gamers? Old School Fool here, and today we're bringing you some more old school classic style action. Now, we do a lot of stuff with arcade sticks and arcade stick reviews and unboxings and all that good stuff because I love fighters. But what about the classic fighters? I mean, we've done a few, like, showcasing and stuff. What about the Sega Saturn? Yes, the Sega Saturn. Today we're going to unbox and review a classic arcade stick for the classic Saturn system. Now, this happens to be a new Sega Saturn Virtua Stick, mainly called Virtua Stick because it was originally designed for Virtua Fighter, because it says on the box, a must-have for Virtua Fighter. Now, aside from being for Virtua Fighter, you can play with other great games like Street Fighter Alpha 2, great port of the arcade game. Another game, Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, great game. And of course,
X-Men vs. Street Fighter,
which was not originally released stateside, but of course you can pick it up on your favorite import Sega Saturn title, which is playable on a real Sega Saturn. I'll show you that in another video though. Alright, so as we unbox the original Sega Saturn Virtua Arcade Stick, we all this cool stuff. You get a warranty registration card that probably no longer valid because this thing is really a collectible at this point. You see that it's nicely packaged inside here. We'll remove it from the packaging. The box, actually. If you notice, most arcade sticks always have like the nice little side profile walls to keep it nice and sturdy in the box. So when you get one of these bad boys from us, you'll definitely see it's nicely packaged. Alright, so as I take off the bag, you'll see it's an official, authentic Sega manufactured product. Yes, good old Sega at one time did have hardware, not just software. So, there you go. Sega Saturn. Okay. You got the 4 stoppers, as you always do. There's actually some weight to this. Unlike newer style controllers, a lot of the older stuff was a little heavy, a little more dense. Okay. We also have all the 3-button arcade style layout, plus the 2 shoulder buttons, because the Sega controllers had 2 shoulder buttons, one on each side, and of course the 3 and 3. And that's the reason a lot of people love the original Saturn controllers. As you can see here, has a start button, 6 buttons, shoulders, and even had turbos. So if you really wanted to get cheap and cheesy with things, but I wouldn't suggest in those type of games, you can set a turbo. Now, these are all proprietary. So in other words, this was manufactured by Sega for Sega Saturn. So you're not going to have, you hear it a little bit, but it's not an official Sanwa piece or Sanwa stick, but it's a great stick nonetheless, and it works really well, especially if you have a Saturn and you want to bust out Saturn fighting titles. It's just a must-have. So you can see there's another 6 inches of there's 6 feet of cable, and the Sega Saturn end. There's a ball top, so obviously this is straight out of Japan. You know it was made overseas. The cherry stick top, but it's black. And there's a motion speed for the turbo, so you can turn on and off the function of the speed, but it actually has a swing dial here, whether or not you want to speed up your game. So there you have it, folks. This is the Sega Saturn Virtua Fighter stick, not just for Virtua Fighter, for all fighters. I mean, you can work for any game. As you see, all the buttons are represented. It's a great product. I love Sega, close to my heart. Of course, they make great games. Sonic, Virtua Fighter back in the day, Virtua Fighter 5 now, and of course lots of the classic arcade Capcom titles that we all know and love. Alright, gamers, if you're interested in this product and other other classic products just like it, don't forget to check a link to the right in the video description for a link over to Video Game Central. We can get your classic game on right now.